Good morning. It is Monday, October 6th, 2025. Today we're riding from Glamis to Blythe, about 60 miles. Should be a warm trip, but it should be good. So I'm dedicating this trip to my very fun #1 grandson, Benjamin. Benjamin, this ride is for you.
With that, I was ready to depart Glamis.
Town of Glamis.
Hey, good morning again. We're just leaving Glamis, headed for Blythe. I'm trying out my new stylish sun protection gear today. Yesterday's ride got me a little dried out, a little crispy. I thought, I better pay more attention to keeping the sun off me as much as I can. So I got some arm covers, I got some leggings, I got this big floppy sun hat right now I'm trying. And seems like it's working okay. Keeping the sun off my ears, that's the one thing I was worried about, is crisping off my ears. When I go to Oshkosh to the EAA show every year, kind of sometimes forget about the sunscreen and I'll get crispy ears. Well, I'm doing that many times in a row here, so I better pay attention to not frying my ears off, frying my face off. That would not be good for the ride. So anyway, my camera likes to take off on me a little bit, but that's all right. We're enjoying the ride, we're enjoying the scenery, we're enjoying the people, and if you ever get a chance to come out to the Southwest like this, check it out. We're at a great restaurant this morning. I'll put that in my post tonight, but it was a little hard to find, but once we found it, it was worth the effort. The food was fabulous. We had a chorizo omelet, potatoes, beans. We had soup for breakfast. It was really good. And I'm pretty stoked about just how flavorful it was. And I'm really glad we went there. But anyway, we're on our way to Blythe. If things go well, we'll be there a little early to late afternoon, something around there. Our landscape is changing on the way to Blythe. We went from kind of scrubland, farmland, flat. Now all of a sudden we got mountainous regions starting to poke their way back through. Border Patrol stop. So first one of these I've come across. So we'll see what happens. If you don't hear from me anymore, probably got taken away, but anyway, we'll see what happens. So you asked if I was a U.S. citizen. I told them I was, and let me through. About 41 out of Blythe. We're in this rolling traffic area yet. It's not quite as bad as it was. We're still taking real serious precautions on getting off when there's semis.
At a Caltrans road repair site, I got to lead the line of traffic bypassing the construction as I was able to keep up with the pilot car. I finally had to pull over to let traffic pass when the pilot car accelerated at the end of the bypass.
We just went through a kind of a roadblock there. They're repairing stuff, so quite interesting.
At a timely rest stop at a Chevron in Palo Verde, I ran into a neat and very friendly young man named Isaac.
A much needed rest stop. I was getting down on water. I was on to one bottle with 20 miles to go. That's not enough water, so glad I found that and stopped and filled up. I'm loving my new sunbonnet. my $3 Walmart sunbonnet. Thing has really kept me out of the sun today, and that's been one of the key factors of feeling comfortable. I got these leggings and arm pullovers that you can see them here. They're doing the job. I'm very impressed. I may look like a dork, but tell you what, I'm not a Red Lobster, and that's kind of the name of the game in this business of riding a bike across the country. Is you don't want to turn into a Red Lobster or worse. Hey, we're just about in the Blythe. Driving past some pretty interesting landscape here. We're heading towards the campground. We're staying at a KOA tonight. And according to Kathy, it sounds pretty good. So we should have fun there tonight. We're gonna cook up some real good food. We had a bunch of fajitas last night that we had some leftovers. So we're going to mix that up tonight along with some hamburger and make a real delicious dish. High protein for yours truly. Kathy will get a good meal out of it. And all in all, I think it'll be a good time. So anyway, this is it for today. Signing off. We'll catch you guys tomorrow.
We stayed in a beautiful campground right across the Colorado River from Blythe, California, in Ehrenberg, Arizona.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, October 7th, and today we're riding from Blythe, California to Salome, Arizona. So we are in our second state of this trip. This ride is dedicated to my cute and smart granddaughter, Lauren. So Lauren, this ride is for you. So I get to mix it up with the interstate traffic again today. The shoulder is nice though, so that helps. And we're just trying to avoid any road debris that could mess with my tires. So, I guess we're in Arizona, according to the sign. Arizona Centennial, 1912 to 2012. So, here we are. Like Nora Lee would say, welcome to Arizona. Quite rugged scenery. And the trucks are loud enough where I'll probably lose my hearing before we get done with this. I think next time I'll make sure I put earplugs in. This is pretty loud. But it gives you a sense of what it's like riding down an interstate through a path, climbing a hill, and trying to avoid road debris so your tires stay intact. So there's a lot going on, but all in all, it's an interesting ride. Some of these, I don't know what you call these, little foothills, or they're just hills, I guess. Small little mountains. I think they're called rocks, actually, because one of them's called Dome Rock. But there's people out here with trailers. I think you get a lot of people that are hiking and exploring out here, so quite interesting. Something I'm not used to seeing, being from the Midwest, but this looks pretty, actually pretty adventurous and fun if you're a hiker. We got another area to get through, and this is really the only way to get there. So, got 10 miles, pretty much like we had earlier. We'll get there, get through. Big thing is watching for this road debris. So anyway, if I see something interesting, I'll videotape it. Otherwise, we'll see you on the other side of this thing. See you later.
I hit a small town called Hope. I guess that was a sign that I had some. I was in dire need of a Diet Coke for a pick-me-up. In the middle of nowhere, like a mirage, the Dos Amigos restaurant appeared to save the day. There was some very rugged beauty as I traveled into Salome to meet Kathy at our campground for the evening. The Indian Hills RV Resort was beautiful and picturesque. We cooked up a great meal in our camper galley. Kathy snapped a photo of me in a Veterans Tribute hat pointing to the Veterans Tribute badge on my fairing.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, October 8th, and we are riding today from Salome, Arizona to Wickenburg, Arizona. Somewhere around 60 miles or so on Highway 60. I'm dedicating the ride today to my inquisitive and smiley grandson, Christopher. So Christopher, this ride is for you.
Kathy got packed up to head to Wickenburg.
So it's the 8th of October and I'm leaving Salome. This is going to take me all the way to Wickenburg. And luckily we're not on any major interstate. Didn't really enjoy that. The shoulders are pretty good here. The only issue I have is my bike, for some reason, loves to seek the rumble strip. Hits it when I just want to go, hi doggy, hello there doggy. Yeah, keep the dogs behind fences in a lot of places here. So anyway, we're heading to Wickenburg. It'll be somewhere around 60 miles. I'm still trying to figure out my Edge 840 nav. I gotta just spend some more time with it. I'm trying to figure out how to get a new reading each day versus it just continuing on with the same trip. Doing something wrong, but haven't had time to really study it. This kind of trips, especially all the work I've done to get everything ready for this thing, there's some nav stuff, camera stuff, things that I just am not totally up to speed with yet. I'm getting enough where I think we'll be good, but we're keeping track of stuff, but I'd like it to be a little less wonky than it is. So I'll try to catch up as we ride along, but for the most part it's working. Happy about that. Bike has been working fine. The engine is always suspect, but so far so good. Try to do a little rope flow in the mornings to get myself loosened up. That seems to help. So anyway, we're just gonna take our sweet time here. Actually, we're not gonna take our sweet time. We're just gonna ride along at a good clip. But we're going to Wickenburg. Tomorrow we hit Phoenix, Tempe area. That'll be our last ride day of this segment. And then we're going to have a rest day. So we're gonna see my niece Alicia and her husband Travis for dinner Thursday night. And Friday night we're going to have dinner with some old friends and neighbors. Deb and Bruce Bogatka used to live on our street. They moved to Arizona about 10 years ago. So it'll be very fun to catch up with them and see what they're doing. They're very healthy people. They like running half marathons all the time. So we'll catch up with them and have some fun. So anyway, we'll see you down the road here. When we find something interesting, we'll videotape it. Catch you later.
I hit the town of Wendon, small town Americana, always welcomed in this barren countryside. I always wonder what people do for a living in these small towns, that it is quite desolate. But as I said, I'm glad they're here.
The GoPro stuff doesn't seem to hang in there. All he has one camera recording now. That kind of sucks. I'm gonna have to get this addressed because it's kind of maddening. Getting some nice area here. Just again, very western-like. Cactus, the saguaro cactus are here. It's a very arid place, yet very picturesque. One thing I have to say about the west, and the temperatures are in the Sane region, S-A-N-E. It's a very lovely place to be.
In the town of Aguila, I drove past their very cute post office.
This is Aguila, Arizona, on our way to Wickenburg, 25 miles away. Again, just kind of a little hole-in-the-wall town. But these holes in the wall are very nice to see along the way because they offer life in the form of liquid and nutrition, but especially something to drink. Just as I was leaving, I noticed my front water bottles were actually empty, so went back in, got another Powerade and filled up. Can't be taking chances like this when the weather's hot.
I came across a transmission line that appeared to have a rainburst or sunburst coming through behind it. While parked, I grabbed a photo of the star of the show. This mile marker was a metaphor for the trip. I was going to be riding all of them to Florida.
Just take this into Wickenburg. Good ride today, mostly uphill. Just a long stretch. Not real steep, but uphill nonetheless. I got a little downhill going into town, so happy about that.
We settled into our campground in picturesque Wickenburg for the evening. In our next episode, we continue traveling through scenic Arizona. We made it to Phoenix and met up with family and friends on our first rest day of the trip. We found things to watch out for, and I hit my first rain of the trip, while one of my GoPro cameras took an unexpected flight. All on Perry and Kathy's Southern Tier Adventure.